Hey, what's up, everyone? Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. If you're watching on YouTube, what's up? If you're in Twitch chat, you're like, holy crap, how many times do I have to watch this intro before he starts telling me about the skill trees again? We made it! Okay? We made it all the way. We made it all the way to Moze'S. We're gonna break down Moze'S skill tree. Oh, and we're getting a raid right at the beginning of the YouTube video. Hey, chat, did you know that right now, if you spam pile on Broman, Keanu can poke you with a finger? So we're gonna be looking at Moze'S. This is actually a great time. It's a good time, King Gathalion Raiders, to join, because this is the Moze'S. Moze'S is his girl. Chat. So we're gonna break down all the things that, you know, we're gonna see what that mech do.
Painful.
It's gonna be dope. Welcome in. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you, Stratosphere. Thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, this is what Twitch is like. Welcome to Twitch. Anyway, some guy in the comments gonna be like, just skip to 1:06. That's when he finally starts the thing. So we're gonna break down the Demolition Woman skill tree for Moze'S. So let's get into it. So every single one of Moze'S top tier things is an action skill that you can put on the left or right side of the mech. So this one is the V35 semi-automatic grenade launchers. Its grenades are not affected by Moze'S equipped grenade mod. It's good that they pointed that out, because like that could have been a super fun, crazy broken skill. So yeah, we're gonna start there. Fire in the Skag Den. Whenever Moze'S deals splash damage, she also deals incendiary damage. Okay. Bonus incendiary damage 3%. This is probably based off of either the amount of splash damage you did, or maybe the core total damage that was done out of the attack. I'm not really sure. Deadlines. Firing Iron Bear weapons drains less fuel. Firing killing an enemy while Iron Bear is active increases fuel. This skill has diminishing returns. Fuel drain 12%. Fuel return 2%. Grizzled kill skill. Killing an enemy reduces Moze'S action skill cooldown time. This skill has diminishing returns. Okay. So, like, off the bat, this isn't like jaw-dropping like the flak stuff made us insane. But I imagine that Moze'S seems like she might be a little bit more complex to build out. So let's start with fuel drain in return and a little bit of cooldown time reduction. Oh, this goes up to 5 seconds. That's okay. That's pretty all right. Next. Action skill augment. Shaped charge. Direct hits from the V35 deal increased damage. 35% increased damage. To be frank, I'm just being earnest. Or Vanquisher Rocket Pod. A Vanquisher Rocket Pod is a rocket launcher capable of rapid firing volleys of unguided explosive rockets. How many of these are going to be on the thing? Slow it down. All right. Means of destruction. Whenever Moze'S deals splash damage, there's a chance to add ammo to her current equipped weapons magazine with a smaller chance to return a grenade. What? Torg cross promotion. All splash damage dealt by Moze'S has a chance to double in size. So this whole tree is about splash damage. Stainless steel bear. Iron Bear gains additional armor and increased maximum fuel. So this tree is going to be splash damage and making sure Iron Bear is always out. So fuel in this situation, fuel is how long Iron Bear is active for. So you'll have a fuel pool, wink, that you'll play off of as you're using different skills. And the more fuel you have, the longer your action skill, the longer your mech is going to be out. So let's go with Torg cross promotion. Musical chairs. Occasionally, the V35 fires a singularity grenade that pulls in enemies before exploding. A singularity every 7th grenade. Interesting. Active tracking. Vanquisher Rocket Pod. Okay, so we want to take this and equip it in slot 2, because this is going to be part of. So this is These are augments for the grenade launcher. These are augments for the rocket pod. Vanquisher Rocket Pod now fires homing rockets. Yeah, of course. Please. Fires homing rockets and has increased reload speed. Holding down F and aim at enemies designated up to 6 targets. Releasing the fire button launches a volley of homing rockets at designated enemies. So, like, you just get a little targeted strike with your rockets. No big deal. Unbelievable. Pull the holy pin. Moze'S grenades have a chance to score critical hit damage from grenades. Dealing greatly increased damage. Sources of critical hit damage do not affect grenades' critical hits. Okay. So I don't know if that's telling me that other critical hit bonuses don't affect these critical hits. I think that's what it's saying, but that's pretty nuts. Auto Bear. After Moze exits Iron Bear, it will remain deployed in place for a short period of time. While Auto Bear remains active, it will target and attack nearby enemies until its duration ends. Yes, I would like my AI turret to hang around after I have used it. And sure, let's get grenade crit damage. Why not? Lock and speed load. The V35 reload speed is greatly increased, and now it fires a 5-round burst. Okay, why not? Vampire. When Moze damages enemies with a thrown grenade, for every enemy hit, she restores a % of her missing health. 4% missing health per every hit. I'm assuming that's going to go up to 20. Oh my god, dude. This is great. Why can't I carry all these grenades? Increases Moze's grenade carrying capacity. Target softening. The Vanquisher Rocket Pod deals a greatly reduced damage per rocket, but fires a 6 rocket spread. Additionally, enemies hit by the rocket take increased damage from all sources. I missed the part where Iron Bear charges the enemies and explode. Oh! It will target and attack, and then it will charge an enemy and self-destruct. You're right. Thank you. Good catch. Yeah, this feels super it, Chief. So you have like a little debuff guy going on. And we'll get some vampire points in there. To the last, Moze gains the ability to throw grenades in fights for your life. If she threw a grenade before gaining second wind, the grenade is refunded. Zango, thank you very much. Also, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Stratosphere. Thank you, Big C Penny. Thank you, Death Trophy. Thank you, Fuzzles. Thank you, Kesher. Thank you, everyone who's been subscribing. You're great. Explosive Punctuation. When Moze deals splash damage, her action skill cooldown rate is briefly increased. Are you kidding? So this tree is basically like, let's have Iron Bear up the entire time at 25% reduction. Hammer down protocol. Instead of a volley of rockets, the Vanquisher Rocket Pod launches a single rocket with a nuclear warhead, dealing massive damage. You want to shoot nukes? You want to shoot nukes? You want to shoot nukes at the singularity gathered enemies? You could, because if you wanted to gather everyone together with the grenade and then shoot a nuke at them, you could do that. If you wanted to do that. If you wanted to do that, you could. My God. Okay. Short fuse. Whenever Moze deals gun damage, there's a chance of a secondary explosion centered on the target. Secondary explosion chance is 20%. And the explosion is 75% of the gun damage. Okay. Borderlands 3 is going to be life so hard. I can't wait to spend it with you. Sipping on some King's Coast lurking. Wheeze. Okay, so here's what I gather from the Demolition Woman tree for Moze's, okay? This tree is about blowing everything the up. All this, so like this, you're having explosion damage, which is going to cause splash damage, which you could use to burn things. But also while those things are burning, you have a chance to have double, you're always going to have like even larger chance to double the splash damage radius. And if you wanted, the splash damage could be returning ammo along with grenades if you wanted. If you were interested in that. Also, while you're getting those grenades back, they can be restoring parts of your health. And maybe getting, you know, you have grenades and fight for your life. So like if you are somebody who wanted to do, let's say like a Torg Allegiance playthrough in Borderlands 3, that is it, Chief. I'm assuming with all of this stuff together, like it seems like there's a good chance that she'd be great at area clearing with this as well. The way that this stacks up against Flak, which we kind of went over earlier today, it seems like Flak's specialized to do high single target damage, and Moze seems like she's designed to Moze down everyone. Horrible joke. I'm so sorry. But that's a Demolition Woman tree. I like it. I like that I can shoot a nuke. I like that there's all sorts of interplay between grenades and explosions and splash damage. It's definitely not something I was expecting. It took me a little bit to process it. You could see while I was reading it, but it's an awesome ass tree. And I am very excited to give it a shot, to try it out whenever we get the time, because we have to play everybody.